Go Joe 29, day number 5 has officially come to an end. But there were a lot of stops that we had to make first before getting here to the St. Joseph's Festival. Go Joe 29 is winding down, and on day 5, the crew started in Tunkhannock. Met by the district attorney, Joe Peterson, we were welcomed with a large crowd of many volunteers who, in honor of our nation's 250th anniversary, decided to do 250 good deeds, which includes volunteering time at St. Joseph's Center. A donation in honor of District Attorney Peters' mother was also made, starting off our day with thousands of dollars. From there, Joe was taken to lackawanna, where the Canoe Club joined in on the giving. Little Jack Kelly garnered up lots of bucks as other community groups donated thousands to St. Joseph's Center as Joe put on his gear and put the pedals to the metal. A stop in Factoryville would highlight one of the area's greatest athletes, Christy Mathewson, and his Big Six promise that helped Joe continue on his day. The crew would get a little bit of a breather in Joe's stomping grounds at noon as he rode into Carbondale, where he was joined by many friends, a leprechaun named Jose, and lots of food, enough pierogies, even for a contest. After learning a little history about one of Lackawanna County's most interesting communities, Joe headed down to Old Forge, where he learned how to play bocce ball at Arcaro and Janelle's and also snack on some pizza while taking in thousands of dollars in donations. It was a quick stop at the Duryea Borough Hall, but the crowd was loud and money was raised to help Joe in his efforts to benefit St. Joseph's Center. While school may not be in session, students, faculty, and lots of fans gathered at Wyoming Area Catholic School to celebrate Joe and his accomplishments so far. The first stop in 40 Fort took Joe and King George to the Nathan Dennison House. A big win here was for King George and Britain. A history lesson not really in the Americans' favor was learned, but that didn't stop Joe from battling back and continuing on his Go Joe journey. Staying in 40 Fort, a visit to the Cancer Wellness Center of NEPA reminded riders, people, and fans that living a healthy lifestyle is crucial, especially when you're a 60-year-old man in spandex biking miles and miles every day. A stop in Wesley Village brought Joe back to a lot of friends from years past. This was their largest fundraising effort so far, and thanks to the William E. Chatlos Foundation, their $5,700 plus donation now looked like $11,400. But one of the biggest and exciting stops of the trip was at Avoca Borough Hall. While Joe was feeling the heat from the beautiful weather that we had seen in the second half of the week, he powered through onto Scranton, where a stop at the Trip House would also be a learning moment for Joe, as the history of the area encouraged him to make his final stop at the telethon, where hundreds, maybe even thousands, chanted "Go Joe" as he celebrates another successful year of raising money for St. Joseph's Center. With thousands of dollars coming in from across our viewing area, thanks to Joe's legs and many, many miles ridden, we are now celebrating here at the telethon, which will continue to hopefully raise thousands and even possibly more than $1 million for St. Joseph's Center. Jack Culkin, Newswatch 16.